Have you ever cared for everyone around you, but forgot to care for yourself? Have you ever been the person everyone turns to when they need help, but when you needed someone, no one showed up? If that sounds familiar, this story is meant for you. In a quiet village surrounded by tall grass and gentle winds lived a humble man named Ishan. He wasn't rich, powerful, or important, but he had something rare, a heart that never stopped giving. Lost animals? Call Ishan. Broken roof? Call Ishan. A hungry family? He shared his food, even if it meant having less for himself. The villagers often said, Ishan is the kindness of this village. But kindness without rest slowly becomes pain. Every morning, Ishan helped an elderly widow fetch water. Then he repaired someone's tool. Then he worked in the fields until sunset. By the time he returned home, his own house looked abandoned. Leaking roof, broken walls, dusty floors. I'll fix it tomorrow, he would say. But tomorrow never came. One evening, a boy ran up to him. Uncle Ishan, my father's mule fell into a ditch. Please help. Without hesitation, Ishan rushed to save the animal. He pushed and pulled with all his strength until the mule climbed out. Everyone praised him, but on the way home, his vision blurred. His legs weakened. His chest felt tight. He barely reached his door and collapsed. For 2 days, Ishan lay weak inside his home. He waited, thinking anyone might check on him. But no one came. Why? Because everyone assumed he was out helping someone else. How painful it is to be forgotten simply because you're always available. Looking at the cracked ceiling above him, he whispered, I gave so much love, and I saved none for myself. Tears slipped down his face. On the 3rd day, a wandering monk came to the village. Seeing Ishan at his doorway, pale and exhausted, the monk offered him water and sat beside him. My friend, he asked softly, why are you suffering here alone? With a weak smile, Ishan replied, because I spent all my strength helping everyone else and never learned to take care of myself. The monk placed a hand on his shoulder and said, you cannot light the whole world if your own flame is dying. Ishan listened quietly. You cannot fill every cup, the monk continued, if yours is always empty. True kindness begins with the kindness you give yourself. Those words changed something inside him. The next morning, still weak but determined, Ishan made a choice he had never made before. He chose himself. He cleaned his house, repaired his roof, planted flowers at his door, and each evening he sat by the river, breathing for the first time in years. People noticed. Ishan doesn't help as much as before, they whispered. But Ishan only said, I still help. I just learned to include myself. Weeks passed. He grew stronger, happier, more peaceful. Now, when someone asked for help, he didn't always say yes. Sometimes he simply said, I will come after I take care of what I need to do. At first, people didn't understand, but slowly they saw the truth. A loved person is strong. A burned-out person is silent. Even the widow Amina came to him one day and said, you taught us something important. We always thought love meant giving everything away. But now we see that love also means protecting yourself. Ishan smiled warmly. When you love yourself, the love you give becomes fuller and more beautiful. And gradually, the whole village changed. People helped each other, but also cared for their own minds, hearts, and homes. One sunset, as Ishan sat by the river watching the golden reflections dance across the water, he whispered, taking care of myself first isn't selfish. It's the beginning of real love. Remember this. You cannot save others while you're drowning. You cannot love deeply when your own heart is empty. Rest. Heal. Love yourself. Because the world needs your light, not your exhaustion. If the story touched you, don't forget to like this video. Share it with someone who gives too much. And subscribe to Words and Lessons, where every story helps you grow in English and grow inside.